So today I woke up into some pretty exciting stuff. There is a new hero called Grimstroke. Let's start from the very basic first. I will be making a gameplay with the hero as well, of course, sooner or later. But first I want to make this shorter video, just showing the hero, revealing the hero, and so I don't have to worry about it in the gameplay video, so I don't have to explain any ability or anything like that. So, starting from the basic stuff, this is a support hero, for sure. It's an intelligence support hero. He has 3.3 intelligence gain per level, which is pretty decent for a support hero. I like it a lot. And the strength game is not too bad, so this hero will not be the squishiest the squishiest support in the game. So pretty decent stuff. The base damage is 50 to 54, which is pretty average compared to the other supports as well. Warlock, Witch Doctor, they would have pretty similar ones. The base armor 2.9, not bad at all, not very squishy in the early game, like some supports who have 0 or 1 armor and get destroyed by an aggressive duo lane in the current meta with the duo lanes. 550 attack range, pretty decent, not too long, not too short attack range. His movement speed, I like it a lot. It's 295 base movement speed. It's decent. You are definitely faster than Crystal Maiden, but you are not as fast as Keeper of the Light, for example. About 300 movement speed base is like average for heroes in Dota. So the mobility is pretty decent. Turn rate, very nice. Day vision and night vision is the average of most heroes. Nothing too special. Now let's demo and get into some more detail of the hero. Let's show the abilities. The abilities are really nice. What disable creep spawn, so we don't have creeps fighting on the background constantly, being annoying. Level up a little bit, just so I have a point of every ability. Actually level to 6, so I get the ultimate as well. The first ability, stroke of... by the way, first of all, I think this hero is going to be a much better position 5 support than position 4. And what we will be revealing now can explain it, and as well as the talents. This hero seems like a really good team fighter. Not like... he's a really good ganker too, but an even better team fighter. Anyway, the first ability, Stroke of Fate, is point target ability. It's not targeted on an enemy hero. It cannot be targeted like this. It's basically like Windranger's power shot. See? Free spells. It has a little bit of a cast animation, but that's exactly like I love about it. It has a cast animation. Windranger, for example, once you cast the ultimate, it's a channel that you have to stop and then it fires the arrow, right? Shoots the arrow or whatever. So this one you can mind games. You can do mind games. You can bait people, see if they juke and how react. You can cancel it. Another thing I love about it, on level 4 it's only 5 seconds cooldown, so it can be perfectly spammable when killing somebody, or it's a really good creep wave clear. It's really nice to have some ability to clear creep waves and defend the tower or push out a lane as a support. Sometimes that can be extremely useful. Basically it does damage and it slows for 2 seconds. Level 4, 80% slow. That's a lot of slow for 2 seconds. And 300 base damage. And then the more target it hits, the opposite of Windranger's power shot. This ability, the more target it hits, the more damage it deals. Basically it can be very nice against heroes like Nature's Prophet or Lycan, heroes that summon a lot of extra units because I tested it. Those work as well. If you hit creeps first and then a hero behind the creeps, it increases the damage for that hero. Just like it increases the damage after hitting many heroes. They have to be behind each other though. The hero has to be behind the creep wave and hit it like this. The damage is pretty decent. 300 base and 40 bonus damage per target. If you hit a lot of targets, you can deal up to a lot of damage. Very nice ability. The second ability of this hero is called Phantom's Embrace, and it's similar to Weaver's Swarm, but it's targeted on the target like this, and it's single target. It's only one at a time. Basically, it silences on level 4. The large duration on level 4 is 5 seconds and a half. It silences, it deals damage per second, and if it's not killed, at the end it has rend damage. 360 on level 4 is a lot of damage. On level 4 it requires 3 attacks to destroy. It's very easy. So if you see an enemy Grimstroke, put this on an enemy, on your teammate. You have to help your teammate kill it. Especially if it's a hero like Zeus or Silencer, spellcasters with slow attack speed and attack animation, they will struggle a lot more at destroying it. And also that's a little tip, this is very good against Zeus, for example, if you play as Grimstroke, because he, by himself, he needs a lot of time to destroy it. So it has a 5.5 second duration on level 4, or until it's killed. And if the entire latch duration is complete, the Phantom will return to you and it will reset the cooldown. On level 4 there is a 20-second cooldown. So if it completes the duration, if it's not killed, it will reset the cooldown and it will deal the damage at the end. See? It's the final rend damage. It's a pretty good ability. Only 3 attacks to destroy. Very easy to get rid of it. But it's a pretty good ability. I like it. It does not go through magic immunity. Another detail. The damage of it is magical. Also Stroke of Fate is magical. And it does not go through magic immunity. Okay. The third ability, Ink Swell, is casted on an allied hero. And it's targeted, unit target. It's also magical damage, and magic immunity prevents it from like getting hit by it. But you cast it on an allied hero, and basically it's a little bit like Darkseer's Iron Shell. It deals damage in an AoE, but at the end it explodes and stuns. Deals damage in an area, explodes and stuns. This is only level 1, by the way. If I max it like this, it has a pretty long cast range, and the maximum stun duration can be 4 seconds. It's a pretty big deal. You can have your own chronosphere there, like a mini chronosphere. Let me get an allied hero. Do I have any friends available? I'm blind. I'm gonna have to summon it this way. So, cast it on an ally. Obviously, it's preferred ally hero that wants to go in. For example, currently very popular hero that wants to go in, Wraith King. He blinks in to stun and hit someone. You use it on him, and that's what it does. Damage over time, after how many seconds? 3 seconds. Explosion after 3 seconds, and that explosion deals damage in an area, and it stuns for a maximum of 4 seconds. It's pretty good ability. It does not go through magic immunity though, obviously that would be way too broken. Once again.
Nothing pretty about you, Oaklady, but there is artistry in your moves.
And now, the best ability of this hero. that would be the ultimate. Soulbind. Level 8, that is an 8-second duration. Basically what it does, Soulbind, it links two enemies. The one you target, it's a targeted ability. It links the one you target with the closest one to it. So summon a couple more enemies. One axe over here, another axe over there. Also we can test the damage here real quick. See, it did 90 damage to the first one and then 120 or something like that to the third one. So the more it hits, the more damage. Yeah, you know what's up. So this is the ultimate. It links this one with the closest one, this. And basically, when they are linked, it slows both of them and it casts any targeted ability. Okay, not any, not every single one. Most targeted abilities and items on both of them. So, for example, the only synergy that you yourself will have with this ultimate would be the Phantom's Embrace. You link them, and then you Phantom Embrace, and it goes to both of them. Phantom Embrace on both of them. Other than that, any other teammate hero with targeted ability, for example, you are one of the supports and your team has another support that Vengeful Spirit, currently one of the most popular support heroes. Vengeful. Stun? Both of them. Another popular support hero, Dark Willow. Cursed Crown goes to both of them. And it actually creates two Cursed Crowns with pretty big AoE stuns. That's pretty huge, actually. It's pretty good combo with Dark Willow. And
when we're finished here, princess.
900 cast range on level 3. It's pretty good. Only 50 seconds cooldown on level 3. Pretty decent as well. It can be... This hero can fight very, very often. What else? So, if you point here and then you click Alt, it says that blinking or teleporting can break the ink bind. Sorry, the ink bind. So the link itself, when it links them, you can think of it as Slark spawns. So, for example, one quick example: Mirana enemy. So you link Mirana and Axe. Mirana cannot leap out of it. Mirana cannot leap out of it, just like she cannot leap out of Pounce. Magnus cannot skewer out of it, right? Haven't tested, but I would assume so. Sorry about that. Okay, it won't work. I don't know why. But I would assume Magnus cannot skewer out of it. Slark cannot pounce out of it. So you can think of it just as Slark's pounce. What will break it though, teleporting and blinking. Blinking is pretty obvious. A blink dagger will break it. So you have to make sure first that the target is in combat, so they cannot blink instantly and break it. Any hero with blinking ability, such as Queen of Pain blink or Anti-Mage blink, will break it. And then teleporting. The teleporting part might be a little bit confusing for some of you. That would be Phantom Lancer's doppelganger. He can doppelganger out of it. That's teleporting. Also Weaver. If there is a Weaver standing here, he shukuchis into the fight, and then you link it to one of his teammates. If he time lapses to go back here, he will break the link. So that would be teleporting. What else do we have here? It goes through magic immunity, so it can be used to kite a magic immune target. A hero that relies on being immune to magic to hit You. Perfect example, Lifestealer. Lifestealer pops Rage. On level 3, this Soulbind ultimate is 8-second duration, 45% movement slow. It's a pretty big deal. You use it on the Lifestealer, and he basically gets kited completely. Or maybe an Ursa that wants to jump and activate his BKB. It cannot be dispelled, so not even Ursa's ultimate will dispel it. So it cannot be dispelled, which means if they use BKB after you use it on them, they won't remove it. And also means if you use it after they use the BKB, it works. It goes through magic immunity, right? Yeah. Let's say one thing. This axe, let's give this axe a blink dagger. And let's say he has insane reaction and he blinks right after you use it on him. Blink away. It stays on him. The target you target with the ultimate will stay no matter what for the entire duration. It will just break it from the hero that it latched, you know, the closest hero that it linked it to. It will break it from the Mirana in this case. Okay, blink is on cooldown, whatever, refresh. Okay, too late, it's okay. You know what I mean. So now let's look at the talents of this hero. 90 gold per minute, just like Winter Wyvern, position 5 support hero, 90 gold per minute, the best thing ever. The best thing ever to have on a position 5 support. You are going to be poor because you spend most of your gold in wards. 90 gold per minute, amazing talent. Cast range, really good with all the abilities. Every single ability benefits from cast range. Amazing talent in my opinion. Spell amplification, I don't know. If for some reason it's a mid lane core Grimstroke, but he does not seem like a good core in my opinion. He's a much better support. Or maybe if you play against the heroes I mentioned, Lycan on Nature's Prophet, and there is going to be a huge wave of units and creeps together. So maybe the spell amplification Stroke of Fate can end up dealing a lot of damage. But I think cast range overall is really good talent on this hero. Level 20, his talents are +2 hits to kill Phantom. Very nice. I like it. By that point of the game, level 20, the core heroes will have their items. They will have a lot of attack speed. It will be easy to destroy. But still, adding 2 extra hits to destroy the Phantom can be the difference to the Phantom surviving and then returning to you and resetting the cooldown. The other talent is +600 Stroke of Fate cast range. It already has super long cast range. I don't know if that's really necessary. The longer the cast range is, the easier it will be to juke. It's like Pudge's hook, for example. If you are 1000 range away from the hook and you can see it coming clearly, you can dodge it a lot easier than if you were close to the Pudge and you don't know exactly where he's going to hook, right? And then level 25, plus 50% Stroke of Fate damage. The first ability, once again, more damage. Once again, against a lot of units. It can be a decent talent, more damage. But I think overall the 200 inks well radius is really good. It makes it from currently 400, it will make it to 600 radius stun. You cast it on your teammate that goes in, he goes in, and suddenly that's a chronosphere. Look at that.
You've just achieved first blood. Thanks and have fun.
My artistry.
That talent is insane. Super long attack rate, super long radius. 4-second stun. Imagine hitting all 5 enemies. That's your chronosphere. 600 radius. So The spell amp talent and the 50% stroke fade damage, if you want to scale as a damage dealer, those could be decent. But otherwise, this hero will be mostly used for the utility disables, really good disables. Now, after we saw the abilities and how amazing this ultimate is, this is going to be one of the best ultimates in the entire game, I guarantee you. Now let's think of items for this hero before we end it here. 20 minutes video already. I wanted to do it shorter, but it's okay. That's a full preview of the hero covering everything. The abilities, the talents, and the items, everything. So the talents of this the items of this hero, the first one, I think arcane boots are pretty decent. It's probably going to be most of the time the choice of boots. Later on it can be disassembled into an Aether Lens. Mana regen is decent. Cast range is super good as well. It benefits every single ability. So arcane boots, that later gets disassembled into Aether Lens. Let's buy an Aether Lens as well. And look at the range of everything. With the 125 cast range talent, everything is just insanely long range. During the nighttime, enemies won't even see you. Guaranteed. If you see an enemy pushing a wave, they won't even see you. You can cast anything. So Aether Lens is decent. The most typical position 5 support utility item will be a Glimmer Cape.
Glimmer Cape.
So arcane boots into Glimmer Cape. And then I think, personally, the best item on this hero is a Sight of Vice. It's a little problem how expensive it is for a position 5 item, but I can definitely see this being a core item, mainly because the ultimate doubles it. So I can definitely see starting arcane boots, getting the Glimmer Cape, that one low cost support item, and then going into a big item like Sight of Vice would be the best idea. It's just insane to have a double hex in the team fight. It's gonna be something like this. You link one guy and then you hex both of them. It's just pretty crazy. Double hex. Also, situational, depends on the game. Orchid works on both. Nullifier works on both. But why Orchid Nullifier when you can have a hex and they can't cast any ability or item while hexed? So yeah. What else can be good? I had a little fun earlier. Oh yeah, Meteor Hammer could be not too bad with the ultimate if they can't remove it. Because the Meteor Hammer range is pretty big. So let's say even if they run away from each other like that, you can still see the Meteor Hammer range will hit them. So it can be a decent, a little bit more damage in the disable, but it's very situational. Must-have items every game are gonna be these ones. I can see Blink Dagger being very good. Even with Aether Lens, sometimes not necessary, but sometimes very good. Just like Winter Wyvern, Aether Lens makes you a much better hero, allows you to get much better ultimates off in a team fight on Winter Wyvern. Aether Lens, and then Blink Dagger helps even more. So Blink Dagger can be good on this hero. Something I had a little fun with is I was experimenting, and for example, if you have a Legion commander in your team, if she duels one of the linked targets of your ultimate, actually she duels both, so you can have double duel from Legion commander, and many other combos. You know, Ogre is gonna stun both. I don't know about Zeus. That would be a sick combo actually. Zeus will deal a lot more damage with you in his team. Zeus. That's not the Zeus. That's a Nimbus. Anyway, I was just wondering if Zeus, Lightning Bolt, and the other nuke, the second spell nuke, if it would hit both, because you are just gonna make your Zeus deal a lot more damage that way. So that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry if it was a little bit too long and if I was slow sometimes. I just wanted to show the entire hero, abilities, every detail of the hero and the abilities, and go through the talents and item build as well. So I hope this video was nice to watch, useful. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, feel free to sub here. I upload videos almost every day. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Good luck and have fun playing games.